So let's just dive right in. We're going to break down this really powerful idea, the concept that you can totally and completely transform your life in just 6 months. And look, this isn't about some quick fix. We're talking about a complete rebuild from the ground up, all based on discipline and serious focus.
Just let that sink in for a minute. That's the promise here. It's not about being a slightly better version of yourself. It's about becoming someone stronger, sharper, more alive. Genuinely unrecognizable.
And this is what makes it so urgent, right? Time, it's the one thing that just keeps moving forward. It's going to pass whether you're taking action or you're just making excuses. The only thing that can change in this whole equation is you.
So you're basically standing at a fork in the road. And on one side, you've got the path you already know, the same old cycle of frustration and regret. But on the other side, a path that's forged by intentional, daily effort. I mean, the difference couldn't be more clear, and that choice is one you have to make every single day for the next 180 days.
Okay, so how do we even start? Well, that brings us to the very first phase of this whole process. See, if you want to build something new, you've got to clear out the space for it first. And that means a strategic withdrawal, not from life itself, but from all the noise that's holding you back.
And this idea of healthy self-isolation, it's so important to get this right. This isn't about hiding away because you're hurt. No, this is framed as a power move. It's a deliberate choice to treat your energy and your focus like the precious resources they are, and to invest them back into yourself, far away from all the distractions and opinions of the world.
So what does that look like in real life? Well, it means you're basically building a fortress for your mind. You cut out the energy vampires, both people and apps. And that last one, stop sharing your goals, that's a big one. You know why? Because when you tell people what you're gonna do, your brain gets a little hit of dopamine, like a reward, before you've even done the work. So instead, you move in silence, you do the work, and you let the results do all the talking for you later.
All right, let's move on to phase 2, because once you've built that fortress of focus, you need to actually design the daily habits, the rituals that are going to become the foundation of your new identity. This is where the real work happens.
The whole process really gets built on these 3 non-negotiable pillars. Now, they might look simple, but believe me, when you do these things consistently for 180 days straight, the cumulative effect is it's absolutely profound. Let's break them down.
First up, winning the morning. This is all about winning that very first battle of the day, the one against that weaker part of you that just wants to hit snooze. By getting up early, you're making a disciplined choice before the world has a chance to throw distractions at you. You're sending a powerful signal to your own brain that says, hey, I'm in control here. Today is mine. Second, you have to fuel your body and mind. Think about it. Your physical energy is literally the currency of your ambition. You just can't have a sharp mind if your body is feeling sluggish and tired. This isn't about some crazy, complicated diet. It's just about self-respect. Fueling yourself the right way is like casting a vote for the high-performing version of you.
And this third one, this might just be the most crucial piece of the puzzle. Discipline isn't built in one giant, heroic moment. No way. It's forged in the tiny, daily promises you keep to yourself. Making your bed, finishing the workout, reading just 10 pages. Every single time you do one of these things, you're building evidence, you're rebuilding trust in yourself, and that self-trust is what all big changes are built on.
Okay, so you've got your fortress, you've got your daily rituals. Now we have to deal with the biggest battlefield of all, the one inside your own head. This phase is all about mastering your mindset, your fears, and your own internal chemistry.
I mean, how true is this? Fear just loves to grow in that space of hesitation. The longer you put off doing the hard thing, the bigger and scarier it seems to get. So the strategy here is simple, but it's not easy. You have to act before fear even has a chance to wake up and talk you out of it. You've got to strike first.
And this perfectly illustrates that internal battle, doesn't it? Every single morning, these 2 voices are just duking it out for control of your day. The entire transformation happens in that single moment you learn to consistently listen to and act on that stronger voice.
And hey, this inner battle, it's not just in your head. It has real physical consequences. See, chronic stress floods your body with a hormone called cortisol. And as you can see, when you have too much of it, it triggers inflammation, it breaks down your collagen, which leads directly to things like puffiness, breakouts, and just dull skin. It's literally scientific proof that a real glow-up isn't about what you put on your skin. It starts by managing your internal state.
Now, let's be real for a second. That disappear phase we talked about, it can get lonely. But here's the thing. That's not a bug, it's a feature. it's part of the test. Because if you can sit with yourself in those quiet moments without immediately running back to a distraction, something amazing happens. Loneliness starts to transform into self-awareness. You stop looking for validation from other people because you've finally learned how to find it within yourself.
And all of that brings us to the end result. After 6 months of putting in this kind of consistent, focused work across all 3 phases, well, something pretty profound has happened. Because after those 180 days, you finally understand the truth. The person you've become, they weren't born from some fleeting feeling of inspiration. No, they were forged in all those quiet moments of decision, by choosing to act even and especially when you didn't feel like it.
This transformation, it wasn't an accident. It wasn't about catching some lucky break. It was the predictable, calculated result of a deliberate process. You designed this. You executed on it. You chose this outcome every single day.
And that brings us to the most powerful point of all. The person who's staring back at you in the mirror now, you didn't find them, you built them. Brick by brick, promise by promise. Your discipline literally became your new identity. And now, well, the results just speak for themselves.
The time's gonna pass anyway. So the only real question left to ask yourself is, what are you gonna do with it?